Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. This is what's on my review table right now. I'm going to be reviewing them today, but they'll be in batches because depending on how long I'm spending on each particular figure, I don't want these reviews to be too long for you guys to see. So what's on my table right now that I'm going to be reviewing, that's going to be put out in batches, will be the 2 Transformers 5 Masters of the Universe figures and an Indiana Jones figure. So I'll just be reusing this introduction for the rest of his videos. So here we go. So Indiana Jones, what can I say about this figure? Les Walker, another YouTuber, repainted this, and I was so amazed at what he did because it just made it pop out a little bit more. But now holding this figure in hand, I'm surprised at how much paint application actually exists on this figure. Like the highlights done on the jacket, I thought that was Les's work, but it has it on this figure. The hat, love the paint application in this one. And then so this figure comes in with several accessories. It came in with another lasso or another whip that's uncoiled. This one, small gun, and hold on a second. Let me just reach really quick. I think I see the bag that it came with. Sorry, it came in with 2 extra pairs of hands. This is the other whip. Came in with this. I love this accessory. This is the one where first time we see him and he's trying to take this one from the pedestal. It came in with a Build-A-Figure, which is the Ark. Wait, sorry, not the Ark. The Covenant. I don't think I'll be building that. I don't know, man. I don't know, because this portrait is unbelievable. For Harrison Ford portrait at a 1/12 scale is so much more better than I've seen Hot Toys do. This just looks like Harrison Ford to me, and I think a proper paint job like what Les Walker did will just make this thing pop. Just make it pop. Now the paint application on the hat, on the jacket, stands out so much that you now zero in on the shirt, which is just plain plastic. But there's a lot of detail going on in that shirt. And at first I was disappointed by the fact that it's just one big piece of plastic. And I was hoping that it basically limits the articulation. But no, it doesn't, because the rubber jacket would have hindered any kind of articulation here anyway. And having that one big piece of plastic, just, it doesn't break the sculpt. And I think here the sculpt, it serves the purpose of making this thing look much better. And the waist is on a ball joint, so you can get whatever you need in terms of movement, posing on that. You don't really need any breaks here, I feel. The shoulder joint goes up to there and goes more than 90 on the elbow, even though it's only a single one. The bicep is actually here at the elbow swivel. Okay, then you have this, and I think the arm, that's all the arm does. It's on a peg. That's the first time I've done that. But you know, you're barely getting anything in there. Yeah, I wouldn't even credit that. Disappointingly, and I think Foosh did it, said it before, like this doesn't close. That's kind of disappointing. I know it's got these pegs, but they're so small that it just doesn't do anything. That's the disappointing part. Oh look, it's painted here and it's painted there. A little bit more paint application would make this thing really does stand out. You can put here the coil lasso, but it's really hard to clasp. You can try it and it'll just pop off. So what has been suggested is, look, I'm gonna try it again because my mind just can't accept the fact that I can't peg this in, because there's a peg, there's a hole, I should be able to peg it, and pops off. So what they've done is they just cover it with this jacket. And then it's got some wash in the bottom of the pants, but it does stand out. There's nothing here except for some wash. I'm okay with how they did the knee joint. It's kind of ugly like that, but you know, if he's just standing like this, it's really cool. Almost disappears, right? And obviously, because of the design of the cuff of the pants, you're not going to be getting a lot of movement up on the shoes, but it does have that. So I guess if he's running, you can do that. Does have a ankle swivel over there. Really nice. I mean, what they did over here in terms of the joint, and even the shoes does have a wash of the paint. This gun is laughingly a joke. It's so small. I'm not much into the guns and everything, but doesn't that look kind of small for this figure? I don't know. It just feels like really small. Let's get some paint wash over there. I really love how this figure turned out. So I'm only getting Indiana Jones, but is it Sala, the figure? That kind of looks cool. I almost had the one with the melty face guy. His scene is so iconic, and I almost bought him, but if I bought him, then I'd have to get the rest of the wave so I can complete the Ark of the Covenant. Sounds right. But I don't know. I want to get him, and then I want to get Henry Jones Sr., one played by Sean Connery. And I don't know. I'm not sure yet, because I am beginning to be more controlling with what I'm spending money on, especially on Hasbro's products. But this is a good one. This is really good compared to the one that's coming in with the monkey, and it's like $35. I'm like laughing. It's like one freaking monkey, and it's like $10 more than this, and that doesn't make sense to me. And that's just seeing that just kills the line for me. It's like, why they're doing that. So so I'm kind of satisfied with this figure. I feel the value is here. Captures the character perfectly well. A paint job, I've seen a good paint job done on this, like I said, with Les Walker, and it catapults the figure to something more. But this is really good for me as it is. So for this figure, the value is there for what I'm paying for, and I recommend it. I don't know if I would recommend the whole line, because I don't know if I'm gonna get it, to be honest. But this figure is just so much, and now he's the only one in my collection. I don't know where to put him. Maybe I'll put him with my MCU lineup. I don't know. But there's my review of Indiana Jones with Hasbro's Indiana Jones. It's really, really good. It's a really good figure. So, I'll go on to the Transformers now with just one clip, okay? Because the Transformers is not going to take that long. I've actually I've already shot this video, but I'm going to redo it because I think I can do it really quickly. I'm only going to show the robot form. I don't transform. If you guys like to know about the transformation, I recommend MGO316, TM Reviews, or Ben's Collectibles. Those are all good reviewers, but I highly recommend MGO316 more because he goes back and forth into transformations. He's very, very detailed on his transformations, and I feel like however bad the engineering is of a transformer by whatever company, his is the best one to go into, because I feel like if you follow his instructions and it's very, very clear, you will have the best chance of not breaking your figure. How's that? Okay, so here's Megatron from Beastwars. This is from TransArt. I love how this turns out. Very, very striking on any shelf. The copper paint is very striking. The purple paint is very striking. Striking to the point that now this stands out because it's plain plastic. Die cast metal, die cast feet. Very, very much captures the Beastwars. I'm sorry about the sound, but my neighbor is having some construction work done. The only thing that's kind of disappointing is how loose this is. And there's nothing to lock it down as far as I can see. So I wish that locked down much better. That's also loose for me, but I'm okay. I think I feel like for me, I can pose it and then I just leave it alone. So it's just a matter of just being careful with it. I wish it locked a little bit much better on mine. Ratchet going out to the hands, but this is just friction. The bicep is friction. This is also friction. Really love how how expressive this hands is. You can see the joint here and here for the thumb, and the same thing for the forefinger. But these three fingers are attached together. But it's expressive enough. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're doing that right now. Anyway, die-cast figure. This goes down as a transformation. Be careful. What I've seen, the parts that I've seen break is this part right here, this tube. I believe it's because when people play with this one, they're playing with the springs, and these springs are very strong. So I mean, I'm doing it just to play with it, and this is how I would do it if you want to play with it. I'm sorry. That's it. You know, support it here, push it down there. Don't jiggle this around, because obviously this part is not connected to that part. So if you're bending it like that, then this pole might snap. I believe this is only plastic, and so is that pole. And that's why it's breaking. This is die cast, that's die cast, the wheels. Feet are die cast, that's die cast. But I feel that part is not, so I think that's why it's breaking on some people. I do love how this thing just completely represents the Beastwars Megatron. It comes with two different types of tails. They're basically exactly the same as from one another in terms of movement, articulation with the pincer. One is bigger than the other. I feel like the big one is for the transformed dinosaur, and this one is the one that you use for the arms. They are different attachments. So I think this is for the robot form and this is for the dinosaur form. But they're basically the same thing though, articulation wise, paint job, and the pincer and everything. The other thing too is it does come with two different face plates. The Happy Joy Megatron and the Angry Megatron. It comes with this spinner thing that you can attach on the end of his arm to replicate that scene with a golden disc. And then it also comes with this blast effects. This Megatron from TransArt will stand out on any of your shelves. The only thing that it won't be able to outshine is the Zhujiang Dragon Megatron, which is all beautifully painted in that fiery red aspect. I just usually push it down so that it'll have a heel, so it doesn't topple over. So the next one I want to look into really quickly is Star Toys Blitzwing. I believe, I'm not sure because I don't really go to the forums a lot, this is the same company that did the Seeker that had the flat matte paint job all over the body. What is that company's name? I can't remember. This looks good. it is disappointing that it's just bare plastic for most of the figure. This is basically the paint that you're seeing. Some yellow, some reds, some purple here and there, like this one and this one. But it is just bare plastic. The good thing is that you won't be getting any kind of scuffing, paint scuffs or everything. I had to open this one. This is the one I needed to open the most because there's a lot of QC issues that I've been hearing about or reading about on this figure. And it's been a month since I gotten it, and mostly on the shoulder. So I don't know what the other people's problems they were having, but mine seems to be good. I haven't transformed it obviously because this is the first time I've opened it for over a month. The ratchet on this one is stronger, as you can see, than this one. This one's a softer ratchet. I'm okay with this one. This one's a little bit too tight for my liking, and it seems like the ratchet points are smaller here than here. I don't know why they would design it like that. There's a bicep swivel over here. I'm sorry about the noise. I'm hurrying on this one really quickly. For the skirts, it goes up and down. The other thing too, as I played with this one, what I don't like is how they did the ratchet on the legs. Notice that now he's on an A stance. The next point of movement for this one is that. So if you want to stand him, he's either going to look like this, which looks so awkward to me, or an A stance like that wide. I wish the ratchet joints were a little bit closer, so because I need it to be like just a little, maybe like this. That would have been good, but you know, what can I do? You got a thigh swivel over here. This is that die cast. This is so. I have the Ditka, and I decided to get this one because the jet form and the tank form is so good. But in robot form, I'm happy with my Ditka. I think that's, I don't know if that's KFC or whatever company that is, but this backpack is so clean. Mine is actually quite tight, so it's not loose, it's not flopping around. Everything is so nicely done on this one, so I'm very happy to report that my copy seems very well done. And then as I was unboxing, I said, why do I have like a white pair of gloves? I don't remember buying that. It came from Star Toys. So now I have white gloves during my reviews, I suppose. This one came with, his accessories got buried. Not a lot of stuff on this guy. It comes with one extra face plate, which is this one, open mouth. It comes with his weapons. Come on, don't make it fall. Very plain looking gun and the sword. Now, like I said, I have the Ditka. If you have the Ditka, you know that this is very plain looking indeed compared to that one, because I believe that one has a lot of feature in this one. Bigger as well. Yeah. And then a bunch of stickers that you can apply on the figure. I don't know about that. I feel like that should have been painted on. So that seems more like a cheap way of doing things. But this figure is cheap for a Masterpiece figure, for a triple changer as well. So I would say value-wise, it's good. If you want a better looking Blitzwing, a better painted Blitzwing, wait for Fans Toys. Because Fans Toys, you know, you get your money's worth. It's gonna be nicely decoed. It's probably gonna match whatever transformation miracle this thing is doing. But I'm not gonna pay $250 to $300 on a figure when I can get this one for, I think, $140 that I paid for this one. So for this one, well done for the figure, for the amount that I paid for. Very happy indeed. Like I said, I already had the Ditka, so I didn't really need to get this one. The Ditka is loose on the ankles, but it's standing just fine on my shelf. Hang on. Why don't we just do a comparison really quick on the Ditka and the Trans Art one? This is the Seeker that I was referring to. As you can see, it's got the flat paint, but it's so beautiful. It's like it just came right out of the cartoons. So beautifully done. I don't know. Some people are saying it's the same company, different name, but you know. And here's the Ditka sword. Lights up compared to the Star Toys one. Small. I don't know. Bigger is always better. That's what I've been told. Let's just take out Indiana Jones here. I feel like he's out of his depth here. And oh, I don't know how to do this because they're so big. This is the Ditka one. This one, as you can see, is also bare plastic. Okay, it's bigger. Ditka is bigger. Slightly in terms of, oh, I'm like out of frame. Okay, hold on a second. This is spur of the moment, so bear with me. That's toe to toe. Oh man, this is gonna be tough to show. It's tough to show. Okay, I'm trying to line up the feet. I thought the Ditka was bigger, but they're almost the same size. Yeah. See how like I said, I was satisfied with my Ditka? Because he looks like it's a good representation of Blitzwing. And I actually prefer this design of the thighs. Because he looks like normal thighs. And then compared to Ditka, where you have the flare out. But that's actually cartoon accurate. So I feel like this is more cartoon accurate than the Ditka. But the Ditka by itself, this came out years ago and comes up, looks pretty good. The issue that they were having with Ditka was this is loose, as you can see. But you know, mine is okay. Yeah. These things are so big, it's just, I can't really see. If you have this, it's perfectly acceptable. You really don't need to buy this one. For a Blitzwing, that's just gonna be standing on your shelves, right? But this is more cartoon accurate. The transformation, the alternate forms of the tank and the jet is so much more better here than the Ditka is. So it's a good upgrade. It just depends on, you know, if you're willing to spend the money. So that's it for my review. That finishes it off. I still have some more G.I. Joe's, Marvel Legends, and stuff that I need to get through, but that's going to be on a different day. Thank you for watching again. I hope you found this informative in any way possible. I hope you were enjoying your collections as much as I am. I know they're getting expensive right now, but you know, as long as you're still getting some sense of noise, some sense of fun, joy, and happiness in your collection, as long as you're not feeling like you're being forced into buying them just to complete a collection, a set of collections, then you're good. You know, find the value of what you're getting and what you're buying from, and you know, finish your collection from that point on. Don't feel like you're getting forced into buying a Hasbro Marvel Legends because, you know, you just need to finish that collection set, that group, and you're not happy with what you're getting and all that stuff. But yeah, that's how I approach my collection. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.